Well, thank you, Tony. I think it's so important for us to understand that it is possible to turn one's life around. It's possible to learn, and that I'm not sure if we can talk about a cure yet, but I think we can talk about an inoculation, and that is education. And so, as I introduce the panel, I first want to thank Westwood, and I want to thank Kelly, who has received some well-deserved awards, the latest one being the Prime Minister's Teaching Award for Excellence. Education is a powerful tool, and remembering is a powerful tool, and I think that history is sometimes relegated to a subject that is not required. I think that we need to talk about history, we need to talk about digital literacy, and you saw that little bit about Darfur, that as everything that we're hearing on the news today, this genocide in Darfur is continuing and it's being ignored. We need to pay attention, and we need to pay attention to what our kids are learning about. We need to talk to each other, and we need to try and combat the hate that is just proliferating around us today. So I don't need to introduce Tony, because you've just met him in the film. Our moderator today will be Kausar Ahmed. Kausar is an educator and a researcher in peace and conflict studies who has in-depth understanding of social conflict and its peaceful transformation. While serving in the UN peacekeeping operations in conflict zones, he earned experience in peace building, mediation, and transformative dialogue in resolving intergroup conflict. He's developed insights in conflict by studying social resistance, terrorism, and extremism in global and local contexts. He undertook several researches on community-focused conflict intervention, refugee crisis, and youth extremism in Western and non-Western contexts. He is an adjunct professor at the University of Winnipeg in political science and also at the University of Manitoba. He leads 2 not-for-profit organizations in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Well, Kelly, you just heard about, he's been an educator at Westwood for the past 16 years, and he specializes in the history of the Americas, Slavic studies, cinema as a witness in the 20th century, and Holocaust studies. And Kelly has done many professional development webinars regarding the importance of teaching and learning about the Holocaust in secondary schools today. And of course, Kelly worked with the Jewish Heritage Center to produce a wonderful documentary with Holocaust survivors. Peter Hutchinson, who will be zooming in, is a critically acclaimed film director. His Healing from Hate, Battle for the Soul of the Nation in 2020 has been described as a raw masterpiece and examines the root causes of hate groups' activities through the bold work of former skinheads and neo-Nazis who are now engaged in de-radicalizing violent extremists and transforming attitudes of intolerance. The companion piece is The Cure for Hate, which you've just viewed, and is currently poised to embark on a nationwide EDU impact campaign underwritten by the Center for Prevention Programs and Partnerships, Targeted Violence and Terrorism Prevention Grant Program. And so I now invite all our participants to the stage.